Hanley kissed his wife goodbye and drove to work. He never arrived. He was found 72 hours later, walking barefoot on a highway, 300 miles away, with no memory of how he got there. But here's the part that haunts me. He thought it was still the day he left. Welcome to Mystery Mind. I'm your host, and today we're diving into one of the most disturbing medical mysteries ever documented. Thomas Hanley was a 38-year-old high school teacher from Columbus, Ohio. By all accounts, a normal man. Loved his family, coached Little League, made the same terrible coffee every morning. Then one day, gone. His wife Sarah called the police after he missed dinner. By midnight, his car was found at a gas station 15 miles from their home. The engine still running, his phone on the seat, his wallet inside. Surveillance footage showed Thomas walking calmly into the gas station, buying a bottle of water, and walking out the back exit. Then, nothing. No credit card transactions. No phone calls. Vanished. 3 days later, a truck driver spotted Thomas on Interstate 70 near Kansas City. He was calm, polite, confused. When police asked him where he was going, Thomas said, and I quote, "Home. I need to get home to Sarah and the kids for dinner." Officers assumed he was confused from exhaustion. They called Sarah. She showed up at the hospital, with tears streaming down her face. Not tears of relief, tears of disbelief, because Sarah had moved on. It had been 12 years. Not 3 days, 12 years. Thomas had no memory of any of it. To him, no time had passed at all. Neurologists were baffled. MRI scans showed nothing unusual. No tumors, no lesions, no signs of trauma. Psychiatrists ran every test. The diagnosis? Dissociative Fugue State, one of the rarest and most poorly understood conditions in medicine. A fugue state is essentially when your brain checks out. You physically continue to exist, walking, talking, even holding conversations, but your conscious self is somewhere else entirely. Some patients travel hundreds of miles. Some take on new identities. Some hold down jobs for years with zero memory of it afterward. In Thomas's case, 12 years of memories simply didn't record. His brain had essentially been filming on a broken camera. The footage doesn't exist. The trigger? Experts believe extreme emotional stress can cause the brain to essentially reboot. Deleting everything is a form of self-protection. Thomas had learned something devastating the morning he disappeared, but we'll never know what. Because he doesn't remember that other. This is the part that breaks my heart. His children, who were 6 and 8 when he vanished, were now 18 and 20. They didn't know him. He didn't know them. He still saw them as the little kids who drew him birthday cards in crayon. His wife had legally declared him dead after 7 years. She'd remarried, built a new life. Thomas had to grieve 12 years he never experienced, while the people he loved had already done their grieving over him. He moved into a small apartment, slowly rebuilt relationships with his children. His ex-wife helped him catch up on what he'd missed. Today, Thomas speaks at medical conferences about fugue states, not because he understands what happened to him, but because he wants someone, someday, to figure it out. So here's what I want you to think about tonight. If your brain can erase 12 years without your permission, what does that mean about memory, identity, and who we really are? Are we just the sum of what we remember? Or is there something deeper, some core self, that even a fugue state can't erase? Thomas Hanley still makes terrible coffee every morning. His kids say that's how they finally bonded with him. Some things, it seems, not even the brain can forget. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and subscribe to Mystery Mind. Because next week, we're going somewhere even darker. I'll see you then. Sleep well, if you can.